Hi there, Thomas Waring here. Thank you for coming to our website. Forgive me, we've got a lot of sun. I'm in the backyard of the Rosewood Hotel, right in the heart of San Miguel de Allende. I wanted to address an international transaction and how do you avoid getting screwed if you're an American buyer buying property internationally, maybe for the first time. We see this over and over and over, and I wanted to give you 8 key confidence points that I think protect you as a buyer. The first thing is to make sure whoever you're working with has an AMPI license, AMPI. AMPI is to Mexico what the National Association of Realtors is to the United States. This is a licensing group that has standards and practices, weekly meetings. I tell people every day when we talk about this, it is your best insurance as a buyer. And what's interesting is that only 20% of the realtors in this market have licenses. So that means 80% of the market are guys that are tending bar or waiting tables on Friday night and getting up Monday morning and selling, God forbid, selling real estate. So be careful. Make sure you've got some, it doesn't matter who you work with, but just, well, it does matter, but make sure that they have an AMPI license. Also make sure that the people that you're working with aren't new to Mexico. We have a whole bunch of people here that just got here, and these are green Americans that are selling real estate, and my suggestion is work with people that have lived here. I've been here for 10 years. My first 3 years, I was an investor. All we did was investment deals. My first 3 years, I was a student of capital gains and understanding the taxing that Mexico does with real estate. I really came here with an open mind because I knew that Mexico was a permanent move for me. So make sure that you're working with people that have lived here a while and know their way around. They've bought real estate, they've sold real estate. We did 7 projects the first few years I was here in Mexico, just to put it in context. Make sure you're working with someone that's got an international brand. You know, these little mom and pop brands, I mean, RE/MAX is the biggest brand in the world. Nobody sells more real estate in the world than RE/MAX. So we have access to all of the resources and all the protections and all of the practices that an international brand brings to bear. Make sure whoever you're working with has their own website. I mean, if people don't have their own website, they're not doing their own marketing, you know, you're not looking at or dealing with a very successful agent. Make sure you've got people that have their own brand within their international brand. There are over 30 neighborhoods in San Miguel. Lucia and I only sell 6. And there's a reason we only sell 6. Valuation, safety, familiarity. If, God forbid, we sell you a house this month and next month you need to sell it because of some kind of a problem, we can get your money out of those properties because we know the neighborhoods, we know the values. Make sure that you're working with an agent that understands escrow. Don't let anybody do a real estate transaction down here that's not using a bonded and insured escrow company. And we are very close to the company here in Mexico that does that. Make sure that you've got an option for title insurance, that the people that are going to be closing the transaction are going to do a comprehensive title search to make sure that there aren't liens or any kind of encumbrances to your property. Make sure whoever it is that you're working with is participating in continuing education. What's nice about the AMPI community is there's nearly 300 of us. And so those are our team. When we have listings, those are people that we're promoting our listings to. When we're working with buyers, those are the agents that we're getting their listings from. So it's a community and a cooperating community. So these are the key points, I think, that make sure that a real estate transaction in a foreign country goes well. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, just let us know. Be safe, be smart. It's a great way to live. Have a good day, amigos. So long.